Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And I have got to tell you, it feels good to be home and to get a night's sleep in my bed. Unfortunately, I don't understand why my eyes, it looks like I haven't slept in a week. I've been partying too much, but I did get lots of sleep, so I don't know if I have allergies or what happened, but I feel fine, but God, I look horrible. Look at me. My eyes are all puffy or something from allergies or something going on. But don't worry, I feel fine. Nothing to worry about. Raja is back. Unfortunately, we didn't have a winning day, but it is very interesting. I'm going to tell you guys some stuff I see going on, and I'm getting excited. I think the CCIV is about to take off, and I'll tell you why. So also I'll tell you guys why I think it's just a bargain under $20 right now. And it's weird because it was actually up today 2 cents, but some of the options were down today. And that's actually a good sign because it means some volatility is coming into this. And when the volatility starts coming, that usually means this thing's getting set to rocket ship. And like I said, I think this thing is a steal under 20 bucks. I'm going to tell you why. But first, let's take a look at what we did today. We didn't trade anything today. We had IDX was down a lot more. It came all the way back, only down 4 cents at the end of the day. So we had a loss there, unfortunately. Jaguar actually was down most of the day and then came back. So maybe this is going to start taking off. I did buy those shares Friday and flipped them, made some money, or Thursday, but didn't do anything today. I thought about getting in today, and then I was like, just let this thing be for now. CTYX, unfortunately, was down today. Hopefully they get the news. Been waiting for this news for a while. And then CCIV was up today. But you have to look at the chart today. So this was interesting. This thing has done this to us so many times. Started the day off, skyrocketed up 70 cents to $20 and 30 cents today. I was like, finally, this thing's going to go. And then all of a sudden, it's up here, kind of holding in. I was like, all right, still staying up. And then all the way down to $18.68. And I was like, not again. Every day, this thing goes up and then crashes. But then magically, it came back. And I was like, okay, it's starting to build. And then it was kind of down a little bit, and it was hanging in there. I said, you know what? This thing's going to go green today. And right at the end of the day, it actually got going. It was actually up about 15-20 cents into the end of the day, and then came down a little bit. But this is a terrific sign, one, that it actually finished with the NASDAQ and the whole markets today down so much, 123 points, and the NASDAQ down 137 off their highs and everything, and the S&P 22 points. This was a really good sign that this thing stayed positive today. Also, it was a good sign because EV, electric vehicle makers, were under some pressure today, like Tesla plummeted today, and they said because of that crash that caused the fire. First of all, like I said, I never want anyone to die or, obviously harm anyone. But if you think about all the cars they've sold, and this is the first time we've heard of, or maybe like the first time in a very long time that we've heard about a fiery, horrible crash. To me, it seems like a pretty safe car. And second of all, it didn't make any sense because they said there was a person nobody was driving the car. There was a person in the back and the person in the driver's seat or passenger seat or something. So something is really weird because even with self-driving, Tesla and everything it does, because I have a self-driving car now and it's so fun, you have to sit in the seat. And if I know Tesla, I thought you have to hold the steering wheel or something to self-drive on a busy road. In my car, I have to stare in front, and if I don't look after like 20 seconds, it'll start flashing red and my seat starts vibrating and you have to take control of the car. So, there's a lot of safety stuff. And, I know Teslas are pretty safe, but it was very interesting to say that, they said that, Tesla was down today because of the crash and this and that. But I think that it's, like I said, I never want to hear anybody died or anything like that. But, one bad accident out of, 500,000 cars sold last year is definitely, I think, a great deal. But like I said, I'm going to explain to you why CCIV under $20 is a steal. Also, the Slot Bandits, $5 super chat. CCIV is a killer buy right now. I keep averaging down. This thing is going to take off. So let's just go over a couple of things. First of all, the pipe. And what the pipe is a second round of financing. It's at $15 a share. And this is companies like BlackRock and some other huge names. So the best price, the minimum, they're getting it at 15. They can't sell any stock until September or like 3 months after the deal goes through. Also, CCIV, the company who's doing the whole deal, they can't sell any stock for 18 months. So this thing's gonna take off. And this deal is supposed to happen in June when CCIV will become lucid. I mean, this thing is going to be crazy. This is like buying Tesla when Tesla was $50 a share. And look at it today. They've got cars ready to go, factories, production. And like I said, when you see the volatility start happening, and I'm seeing more shares traded every day, these are all really good signs because it means interest is starting to grow. And unfortunately, we'll have to ride this out. I don't think it's going to go to $30 tomorrow. I don't think it's going to go to $50 on June 1st, or in June when the deal closes. But I think this has a great chance to be back to $24, $25 in the next 2 weeks. And I think in the next month and, before everything and into May, I think we could see that $30. Doesn't really matter for us right now because we're only playing put contracts that have $24, $24.50, and $25 strike prices. So that means that really all I need is that for over $1.5 million in play. It'll be a huge move. But I want that volatility. I like it to come up a little bit, and I want some volatility because if we have that, there's a better premium. So last week, I really didn't make a lot of money averaging down. Like I said, this is like a slot jackpot, what I'm doing. It's like a progressive. Every week we will have to roll it out. That's fine. This is what I did with Apple, and I made millions of dollars last year on Apple doing this, and I'm still making a lot of money on Apple doing this. But you keep rolling it out, and you sell, and you get a couple of pennies. Well, you want more than a couple of pennies. Last week I got like 5, so I think one was 15 cents. You guys saw my trades, but you keep getting that money, and it's like a progressive. So if we could get 20, 30 cents, I would love to roll out 3,200 contracts at 30 cents, I pick up another $100,000 for the week. So even if it goes down a little, up a little, I'm still picking up that money. The closer to the strike price, the better the premium is. Unfortunately, because it's $4, away from the price, that's like 20% away. And 20% sounds like a lot, but it's really not a lot. 20% when you have a stock that's $700, 20% is a lot, 140 points away. But when you have a small stock that can move $2-3 in a day and does it all the time, 20% can be filled in 2 days' time. It can happen very fast. We watched the stock drop 20%, 25% in a week's time. We can watch it run 100% in a week's time. So I like it. It's building some momentum. It's going to get a lot of chatter coming because, like I said, June is right around the corner. It's not a long period away, and this is a bargain under $20. You're buying at the same prices that all these other people are, and they have to hold the stock for a long time. Like I said, the pipe people are going to have to hold it till September, and they're not going to blast it. They're not doing this deal because they want to sell this stock a week later. They're doing this deal because they want to make billions and billions of dollars long term on this. So definitely like what it's doing and very comfortable where it's going. In other news, and I have a feeling tomorrow we could get a nice update. It was so crazy. So I will tell you. So when CCIV today was at $20.30, my account was up 170 grand. When it was at $18.68, my account was down 250 grand. So to finish the day pretty much flat or down 22,000, I was very happy. I wanted to be in the green, and we were actually in the green with a couple of minutes left in the day, but unfortunately did not finish in the green. Unfortunately for the research team today, Kenny and the research team, they did not have a profitable day. They've been trimming some positions, and they were even up $2,000 to start the day. They were down almost $6,000 at one point, but they just have a couple of plays, and some stuff's doing good. Let me give you the recap from the research team. Another down day for the moneymakers, unfortunately. Down four grand today, but was a lot worse at one point. It's now that time to be patient. And P-A-Y, all in capitals, patient. Seek was the big one today, up 60% today, up close to 300% from original call, still holding some free shares. And if you guys don't know what free shares are when you buy a stock, it goes up a bunch, you sell a bunch of stock, and then what you own is free shares because you've taken all the costs out of it, so you just have your profit. And they said still holding some free shares right now. Tomorrow action on it. Thinking could go through the 2s or 002s and try to test the 028 52-week highs. I picked a few good trades on RGBB. It reversed nicely after hitting its lows. PVSP today was typical sell-on news. I believe this one has a lot of life in it still, so I'm still holding and will add more in the AM if it stays at these levels. GEVI and APSI closed at their highs today, looking like those two thin ones can catch fire and run. And back in NUUU, down 80% from the highs and still no bounce. Looks like it's starting its bounce here. Today was bloody, and I felt it was correct to let it all settle. It's probably good. Sometimes you have to just take a look, let everything take its place, and sometimes the dips continue to go down, and you have to let them find their bottoms and start to curve up before adding. Look forward to seeing what tomorrow brings us. So as usual, wishing Kenny and the research team some good luck wishes, and myself. Hopefully everything will take off again. Evelyn, welcome, our newest YouTube sponsor. And any of you guys on YouTube, would love to have you guys be sponsors and get access to those really cool emojis in the chat. And your messages stand out so I can see you guys more. And of course, welcome everyone watching us on Facebook. And a big welcome to all our Patreon members. Any of you guys can join our Patreon. Patreon group is at patreon.com Raja Makes Money. And that's where I post all my trades in real time as I make them. As well as Kenny and the research team. They have a private Facebook group that you guys can all participate in. And lots of chatter on there and different things on there. So, and once you do join Patreon, make sure you follow the directions so that we do get you added to the private Facebook group. Also, another one that the research team had today that did good was HIRU. So check that one out also. That was another good one right here. HIRU Corp. Did really good today, up $20 on it, but they flipped it a few times. So hopefully that was a good one. But like I said, sometimes you have to, sometimes, these things you never know. But the whole thing with the OTCs, and one thing that you always want to watch for, and some of these are like a crapshoot. Some actually have news and they have really good stuff behind them. But some are a crapshoot where you've seen these ones that go, like I said, it's much easier to find something that's going to go from 1 penny to $1 and you have 1,000% return than something that's going to go from $1 to $1,000 a share. So when these things can go, and you can make a lot of money. If you have 100,000 shares of something that goes, from a penny to $1, you can make a lot of money. And you just, like I said, it's all about timing and stuff. So, but HIRU, what they have, that's another one, like I said, is up triple from when the research team bought it. So these are just the free shares they're letting play out and stuff. What they're doing. But like I said, I got a lot of faith in the research team and Kenny, and we'll see how they keep performing. But like I said, my account today, it is interesting. Like I said, the volatility is getting back in this, and I like it. One thing is, I don't have the confidence that I think CCIV is going to be $24 or $25 this week yet. So I may roll out my options early. So all my Patreon members, be on the lookout for that in the next tomorrow or the next day, because there's that extra premium. And I would rather pick up 20 or 30 cents now than ride this till Friday and only pick up 5 or 10 cents, because I'm writing this out anyways, so if I can do it earlier, I'd rather take that extra money, and it's just extra profit. So watch me make some, unless CCIV just takes off or gets crazy tomorrow. But if it's up a little bit, or there's, like I said, there's more premium in there, I'm going to look for that premium, because if I'm writing this out for 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to take advantage of it. So hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. In other news, Dogecoin up to new highs in the last 24 hours. So funny story, I'm sitting at dinner down in Punta Cana, and I said to my son, Michael, and we were talking, and Dogecoin was up, and I think Crazy Carl was texting me screenshots showing me how much money he was making on Dogecoin. So I said, all right, I'll just buy some. So of course I buy it. It was like 37 cents a coin, and I lost 25% pretty much instantly by later on that night. Well, I bought it and it was up like $30. I bought $5,000 of it just for fun, a Robinhood account, and also it was up $20. I said, oh, okay, maybe this. And it was higher because it was at like 43 cents or something like that. So I thought I was buying it at a great price. And then it crashed. It came all the way down to like 31 cents, 32 cents. I was down $1,500, and I said, I guess if you want to see how cryptocurrency works, I'll buy some and it will tank. Of course, this is also when Bitcoin started tanking. And interesting enough, Bitcoin, got up to $64,000, came all the way back down to $52,000. Now it's bounced up a little bit, but with everything going on. But my whole story is Dogecoin. I sat all weekend long figuring, God, what else could I screw up? I can't buy a stock. I can't make any money in the market on the stocks this week. Now I screwed up, Dogecoin. How does anyone screw up Dogecoin? And but I was like, I think Dogecoin's like a 420 prank, or it's going to blow up for 420 or something. I don't know. So I bought some and I sold it today when it was up, and I made a couple $100 profit, and I was just happy to be out of it. But I'm kind of watching this one. It's fun. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on this, but I may buy on another dip. I may get into it again. So keep an eye out on it. I just wanted to share that exciting success story. Let's see how futures are looking. Probably flat. We have a lot of earnings start kicking off tomorrow. IBM today. Wonder why we're not seeing the earnings yet. I mean, not earnings. Pre-market. Where's the? Well, that's unusual. Usually we have our pre-market data. Not sure why that's not there. But yeah, crypto is big right now. Everybody's talking about crypto. It's a lot of money's moving into that. It is interesting that coin today was down, but that's probably because of Bitcoin being down and stuff. But like I said, the crypto is moving a lot. We haven't looked at AABB in a while. That was one that was a crypto play and had some stuff. That's one way back down also. So it could be a buying opportunity on that one. That one definitely can move. But yeah, so Tesla, like I said, it is interesting how one car crash really hit it. It was down a lot lower today. It had a nice up 25 points from the low. It was down 50 points. But like I said, I don't think that this one crash should scare people and hopefully do that and stuff. One person, there they are, Wax Coin. I'm still trying to sell some of my Wax Coin. I have a lot of it. So Jay just said, and you replied, Wax Coin to the moon. And Wax Coin is doing good. It's around 23, 24 cents. I'm looking to get out of it at 30 cents. It's been above that. But that's a play on these NFTs. I think tomorrow, honestly, I'm thinking tomorrow for 420, I just have this feeling that all these people are going to play crypto tomorrow for 420. Also, maybe we'll see some. I saw Sandile today was up like 10 cents. So we could see some of these marijuana stocks get played again tomorrow for 420. It seems like every year around 420 time, that's when these stocks always get into people's minds. But I don't think 420 tomorrow is. I don't think 420 tomorrow is going to be like it was in years past. One, you have COVID. The other thing was 420 was a real special day when no states really had legalized marijuana because everybody would go out and you would see, it was a big deal. It's kind of like F you to the governments. We're gonna go all smoke. What are you guys going to do about it? And I think that's why 420 was always a big day. Now it's kind of like it's legalized. I mean, God, you walk down the streets, even in Punta Cana, everywhere. I mean, marijuana's everywhere. Definitely easy to get. Obviously, there's no police enforcement for the most part, if you're smoking a joint on the street or what you're doing. So it'll definitely be interested. What happened? It'll be interesting tomorrow, like I said, with COVID. Hopefully everybody stays safe because obviously if everyone is, if you have 10,000 people all together smoking together, COVID could spread. So hopefully everybody stays safe tomorrow for 420 and we don't become a super spreader event. At least I guess if it is a super spreader event, everybody will be very relaxed and chill about it. But no, hopefully it stays good. But yeah, Sundial had a good day. Penny says, yes, Sundial was a good dip to buy. So congratulations, Penny. Somebody says Sundial is going to be bonkers tomorrow. I think a lot of these will be. So like I said, I think the cryptocurrency will be. James says, thoughts on UAVS, especially with trial going on tonight. UAVS. Let's take a look. Let's see what the research team thinks of that one. Ag Eagle Aerial Systems. A nice day today, up 7%. Let's take a look here at 6-month chart. Wow, this one's been way up there. Class action update for UAVS. Investors of class action on behalf of shareholders. Analysis of class action lawsuits have commenced on behalf. So probably, I don't know. Like I said, this one looks like it's in that range where it's been after it ticked up. I don't know a whole lot about this one, but like I said, anytime you have a lawsuit and everything, definitely have to keep an eye on them. I don't know. This would be one if I already owned it, I probably would keep it. I guess if I owned it really, really high, maybe you look to average down, but it definitely wouldn't be one, unless I really knew a lot about it, it probably wouldn't be one that I would be buying, cold turkey right now. I think there's probably a lot of other stuff that is much better. So, fun KXL. We are in a bubble when Raja is hawking stocks. We're not hawking any stocks. This is Raja makes money. We're just doing some stock talk, talking about what I trade and what I'm doing, how I made millions of dollars in the market, and hope you guys all enjoy it. And also, like I said, big shout out and thank you to everybody watching on YouTube. Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, Make sure you click the subscribe button and also that gray bell so you get notifications when we go live, since we're a live show. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you follow me. You have to follow on Facebook and click the like button, that little thumb up thing, to get notifications when we go live. And of course, thank you to all our YouTube sponsors and Patreon members for your support of the channel. So, EJ says, Raja, you crushed that blackjack table. Would love to see those profits in my portfolio. Thank you. You had a great blackjack session. Also, I crushed the roulette table, if you guys saw that. So, also, yep, Blue Acquisitions, big day for Apple tomorrow, hoping for some good gains. So, Apple, I mean, this is going to be interesting, unless there's something really, really big happening. I mean, obviously, it's the talk is the new iPads, or, with faster chips and, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know if there's anything else. If the whole event tomorrow is just for the iPads, I don't think Apple is going to have an incredible day tomorrow. If there's something else that they surprise us with, which I just have a feeling, I don't know. And for Apple, do they pick 420 for a reason? Is it going to be, maybe they have a medical device coming out? I don't know. There's a lot of speculation out there. I'm excited to watch it and see what happens. So there we go. Apple coming out with a bong that hooks to an iPad for $420. That's it. I knew they were going to come out with that. But is Apple buying back stocks? Yes, they buy back billions of dollars a year in stock. So that also helps them stay solid and stuff. But no, it's going to be very interesting what Apple has besides. If it's just the iPad tomorrow, the other thing is, like they said, Apple had tremendous sales of the iPad during COVID and, laptops. That's going to slow down. All these kids have bought this stuff. And, outside of third world countries where a lot of this older products go to, there's a lot of iPads and everything out there. I mean, I'm sitting on, iPhone 11s and 10s that I give away to friends and family when they need them, just because, you get new ones and, just pass them down. Some people, and they do actually hold a decent resale value. If you buy a new iPhone, like the 12 for, $1,200. The 11 is probably worth $600. So there's a good resale market on that stuff. But like I said, I feel like they're going to surprise us tomorrow with something. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a health-related thing since it's on 420. But I don't know. And Apple doesn't strike me. Tim Cook doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would do something, obviously 420. So I don't know if it just happened to work out that that's the day they picked, or they didn't realize it was 420 until it was picked. I don't know. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. So it'll definitely be interesting. Paul says, I had two dreams this past weekend about investing. One was Doge at 90 cents. The other was a stock I never heard of with a ticker of AIM, and the dream referenced Moderna. So I don't know. Interesting. But Moderna has been doing well. That one's back up to like 160s and stuff, 170s. That one's been good. Too bad Pfizer hasn't moved a whole lot. That one's had a hard time. But hey, guys, it feels good to be back. Sorry I didn't have a show last night. I didn't land until 9 o'clock at night, so I didn't think you wanted me waking everyone up at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, people on the East Coast at midnight, talking about stuff. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching and welcome all our new subscribers, Patreon members, and YouTube sponsors and Facebook followers. Thank you guys. Without you, we would be nothing. We would just be the Raja. But with all of you, we are Raja Makes Money. You guys are the money makers. I'm wishing you guys a great day in the market tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get CCIV in the green, up a little bit more than 2 cents. But I will take 2 cents every day this week for a 10-cent gain. But let's just get this pop. Let's get it back to 20. And like I said, I think it's a steal under $20. That pipe at 15. Lots of opportunity there. But hey, guys, best of luck in the markets tomorrow. Big shout out to the Mod Squad for moderating. And thank you guys for everything. See you guys tomorrow. Take care and have a great rest of your night.